guys, welcome back to Booze Reviews in Black and White. I'm D'Amico. This is Bane. I'm a little afraid today. We got two beers that, for one, I've never had, but one of them is they're both very unique in their own right. One is a South African Belgian style ale, and one is an ale with a really kind of unique ingredient. We'll get into that later. What do you got on the South African beer?
I don't know why you're scared. Halloween's all over with.
I know.
But moving on, I got ZA beer, Z-A beer. And I'm sure a lot of you out there probably have not even heard of this. It's coming from South Africa, like D'Amico said. Let's see here. De Garve Brewery is the brewery there in South Africa. They have made this Belgian style beer, and it's going to be unpasteurized. It's going to be unfiltered. It's alive. It's going to be able to be aged. This should be a good one.
I am excited and nervous.
You got this pale golden color. I'm not sure if you're getting that, but that is what I'm getting. And you could definitely tell that it's unfiltered. It's very hazy.
Yes.
Some malts on the nose.
For sure.
It's not super bright, but there is some stuff going on there.
You get that Belgian candy sugar. You get a little bit of that, I like to call it rotting fruit component. That's very typical, that almost sour smell from a Belgian style.
You know, it's on the verge of being sweet.
For sure.
You know?
Yep.
Not getting really any orange. I'm getting just a caramelization. This nice little maltiness kind of floating around in there as well. Candy sugars. That's exactly what I'm getting, and it's a lot of it.
Caramel, vanilla.
Yeah.
It's got a little sour that just it piques my interest.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me want to take another sip really fast, but I know I'm going to miss out on the finish. Speaking of the finish, it finishes really nice, not clean, but subtle. It's very layered. A lot more of that buttery caramel toward the end. A little more vanilla.
You know, I'm thinking almost like it's a good balance of zestiness. I'm getting like a little lemon, orange zest or something, like you would just shave off the skin a little bit. And that sour note, you know?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And they kind of play with each other towards the end.
You get a little floral too.
Mm-hmm. So let's rate this. ZA beer, what are you going to rate it?
I'm going to rate this beer an 8.5.
Not too bad. 8.5.
This is fantastic. I'd love to pick some more of this up and let it sit, let it condition for a little bit, and come back to it and see how it changes, how it evolves over time.
This is a special beer. It's pretty new. I can't imagine it's been in the States here for half a year, maybe a year tops. Limited production. I'm sure it's pretty spendy depending on where you purchase it, if you can find it.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to find.
Yeah.
But from what I know, what I purchased it at, I'm going to probably give it an 8.25. I think it does a great job. It's one of those specialty beers. I would like to maybe, pair it with some nice, I don't know, let's see here. You could go from salad, you could go all types of poultry. I mean, you can grill some chicken.
Oh, for sure.
It could probably even go with a little bit wild game too, I would think.
You know what I would do this with? A really hearty, earthy tomato bisque. I don't know why I'm thinking tomato bisque, but that's what came to my mind when I tried this beer. it could work.
All right. Well,
What do we got
moving on.
next? We have Rogue Juniper Pale Ale. Obviously, the ingredient that I was referring to earlier is juniper. I'm sure everyone knows about Rogue Dead Guy Ale, blah blah blah. But Rogue actually has a distillery as well. I know they do vodkas, rums, and gin. They do a pink gin, which I have never had, but it still sounds a little intriguing. But I'm sure they're getting the juniper from their gin distillery. See, Rogue is Oregon.
Right. I think this
I don't
beer
know
is going to
exactly
be
where.
5.3% alcohol by volume.
Is that it?
I think they were the brewery was based out of Ashland.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's where their current brewery is, but
This is only 5.3% alcohol.
yeah, I think it's 5+ somewhere around there. You think a big bomber like that is going to be like 10%, right? I mean, that's what I always think. See those things.
The color is massively golden.
Yep. You know, this nose is great. I'm liking it a lot. I'm a gin guy. That's kind of one of my first spirits was gin, gin and tonics. Love the stuff. I can't get enough of it. Drink it all the time. And this kind of reminds me of that.
It's not as much juniper as I expected. If you don't know what juniper is that little berry that makes the gin taste like pine needles or whatever. Very fragrant, very pungent. Just an essence of this.
It is an essence, but it's playing
sure.
off some other,
For sure.
other smells here. There's almost like a fruit component, but it's not really tropical. It's not overwhelming, but it's kind of muting the spruce tips you would think would be coming from a gin or a juniper ale. But I mean, I like the nose. I'm gonna dive into this.
I've been drinking it.
No, I've been set on that nose. It's great, and
I got excited.
and the palate is even better. I actually love this stuff already. I mean, I'm having a great time with this.
What would you pair this with, food-wise?
This is really light. A lot lighter than I thought it was going to be.
Considering the color, the deep goldenrod color,
This is a tough one. For some reason, off the top of my head, I'm thinking cereal, but they're
what kind of cereal you
I'm
eat?
thinking like pastas and stuff. I mean, this thing I actually recently I went to the Macaroni Grill. I had one of those kind of like veggie style pastas. It's kind of zesty. I don't think it was warm. It was like cold. I think it would work really well with that kind of a parallel taste. Just kind of playing off each other. Also thinking some salad, stuff like that. I wouldn't really get too deep into like beef, hot dogs, stuff like that with this. This isn't really your sit down, watch a football game beer, but it may go with some chips and salsa. You never know.
You know what? I'm going to step this up a notch. I would put this... It's a lot softer than I expected, for one. But I'm going to use the word elegant. I'm going to put this with maybe turkey dinner. Some sage. If you got the stuffing and the turkey, you get all the drippings and whatnot, it's melding together. You could pull this off with the juniper. Very festive, holiday kind of flavors.
You called it. You called it.
I think that would definitely work.
I think I'm going to go buy another bottle just for... actually, I'm going to bring both of these along for my Thanksgiving dinner. I think they both
Good
work.
idea.
So moving on now, let's rate this thing.
I think they did a really good job on this beer.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this beer 7.5.
10.5.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna
Think about it.
recant that. I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna give this beer a 7.
A little bit lower than I thought you were going to rate it. Like I said, I'm a gin lover. Just sounds weird, but I'm going to give it a straight 8. I think it did a great job.
Sure.
2 lovely beers. Do we have a question of the day before we say goodbye?
I have one now.
Do it.
Question of the day. Are you a gin drinker? What's your favorite if you are? If you are not a gin drinker, why not? If you've never tried one, why the hell not? Get to us in the comments section.
Definitely. All right. You guys have a good one.